Hello everyone, my mate Chrono here. Welcome you back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger bonus episode. So in this episode, we're going to be starting a new game plus, and we're going to be collecting all of the endings in order. I don't know if the game looks better or worse right now, but I went through and I was changing a lot of the settings around, and finally got something that I think is going to at least work out a majority of the graphical kinks that I was getting. So, hopefully it'll look a-okay, because I noticed in some of the recordings I was getting small lag patches where like the music would stutter for a bit and the frame jitter, things like that, and I was getting other graphical glitches as well, like on the world map. But this time around, I think I've got everything for the most part resolved, while still having the game look as good or better than what it did during the actual playthrough. So here's to hoping that we don't run into any more problems. So I'm keeping everyone's names default, for the everyone's name default, so that means even Frog will be Frog this time instead of, Gray. But I'm not gonna listen to you! I'm gonna go straight here! Oops! I think I goofed! Where are we going, I wonder? I don't know. Oh no, I've messed up bad! Actually, I remember as a kid, I actually, because I borrowed Chrono Trigger from a friend way back when, and it was actually on the SNES version, and they had a save file, and I just used New Game Plus, because I didn't think nothing of it, and I saw that sparkly over there, and I'm like, ooh, a shiny! I went to try to pick it up, and, well, you can guess what happened. Thankfully, the dude's save file was really strong that I was using New Game Plus for, and I was able to beat this guy on my first try without really knowing what to do, and I got the Dream Team ending. So the very first ending I ever got was the Dream Team ending. But could you imagine, though, man? I think that'd be nuts. Hi, Bob. Lucy pushed my door open. Pew, pew, pew. Alright. We'll just do... no, you know what? Nah, we're not gonna bother with healing. We shouldn't need to heal on first form logos. Oh, yeah. Okay, do that again. Yeah! Smashed! Blah, 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 blah. I love how much damage that shit does, man. It's great. Boing, boing, boink, right. And that's the first form done. Certainly a lot faster than the first fight in the Black Omen fight, yeah. We're in pretty deep. Ah, but there's no save point or warp portal. That means we're stuck here. Oh boy. Alright, let's use some tonics to heal up. Let's see. There we go. That should be good. And let's tally forth. Alright. He's like, remember me? This is Lavos! Yeah, someone you have no idea who it actually is at all by this point. Ah, the joys of New Game Plus. Razor beams, doors have to open. Please don't remove my, my status immunity, Lavos. Hey, thanks. Yeah, buddy. Now it's time for Luminaire. That's what we like. That's indeed what we like to see. It's great. Wing. Yeah, give me that haste, baby. Yas. Haste yourself over there, Chrono. Hit him with the Luminaire! Gotta love Luminaire. No, actually, though, Luminaire from Chrono Trigger always reminded me of Ultima from 6 as well. It's a dome, sort of thing. Da 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 da. Dun dun. Okay, Chrono's got one more Luminaire before he needs to do the meter. I could have equipped him with a gold stud, but I honestly don't really feel the need for that, because I'm only really going to be spamming Luminaire here on this fight. Because the other fights don't need that. There's one arm gone. And let's see if he's going to remove my protection. Yep. Or no, wait, no, that's a different move. Not bad. They probably will remove my protection, though. Yep, there it goes. Meryl is no longer immune to everything, despite the fact that she has an amulet equipped. That's fair. It's so weird when bosses actually have the ability to pierce immunities. You know what I mean? It's the weirdest thing ever. Normally, auto abilities cannot be pierced at all. Not counting, like, reflex status in, like, games like Final Fantasy IX, where there is a status specifically tied to that, which, it allows it to pierce, essentially. So Meryl's gonna most likely be confused from that. Yep. Which is unfortunate. but it's alright. Forward, now she's poisoned on top of all that. But we should have some heal. Yeah. Flame battle! I mean, crab battle, right? Ha! You've triggered my trap card! Aura Whirl! Alright, I'll probably have Meryl use on either on Chrono here in just a second. Actually, screw it, use all here. Why not? I don't have plenty. Yay, boy! Smashed! I love that. It just cuts up the ice and it's just, ooh, sexy. Freeze my blade, hun! Blam! Now I'm gonna cut the slice up. Blah! Blah! So glad I didn't use Ice Sword 2 again. It's too bad, you know, Confuse can't crit, but it still does about 2,400 damage. Oh, there we go. Now we don't have to worry about Meryl, her status protection, because the next, you know, the next fight will actually count as a new fight, so her statuses are restored. I've always loved / hated that noise there. It's humanoid. It seems like it has collected all the vitality from the creatures who have lived on this planet. Are you saying it's the reason we're alive? Or all here? This is Chrono's and ours, everyone's! And I mean everyone's world! Yay. By the way, I've always loved the bait and switch here too. You think that Lavos is actually the center bit, but he's not. And that's, like I said, I've always liked that. Because Lavos himself is actually, you know, the one on the right there. So what we're gonna do is that one right there. We're gonna use Ice Sword 2 on this right real quick. Or I guess Chrono's confused by itself with it enough. Okay, healed it. So yeah, we definitely should use Ice Sword 2. Or I mean confused. Alright, I need Meryl to use hastes and stuff. That shouldn't do a lot because that's magical. And Chrono's got maxed out magic defense right now. His physical defense ain't too bad either. Alright. Get some confuse going. That should hopefully kill the shit out of that thing. Yeah, there we go. Smash! That's, yeah, Meryl takes a boatload of damage from that. Okay. Need Meryl to heal herself. Chrono. Oh god. I'm gonna use a Mega Elixir, screw it. Well, maybe. I don't know. I might. I shouldn't really need one. But I'm gonna use it anyway. That was fair. That was completely fair. I have no complaints with that. Like, no complaints at all, do you guys? It's like, yeah, I mean, that was fair. That was completely fair. You know, I got no complaints. Just won't let me use any hasting at all, you know. Zap. Ah, Meryl's no longer immune to status change. Damn it! I didn't know the right port to do that, or the left port. Oh, okay. Cool. There we go. Should be good now. Got our haste going, so now we should be able to deal some damage. Alright, let's see how much damage Ice Sword 2 will do against this guy. 98. Alright, his defense didn't shut off. Crap. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then, I'm gonna confuse and then let Meryl heal Chrono. Let Chrono be my, you know, attacker. Good lord, though. Like, honestly, I don't know if I'd be able to do this with just Chrono by himself. I mean, I know it's possible, but my lord, it would be hard. Like, I would almost want him to be level 99 for maximum defenses, or at least a lot higher than 52. It's, you know, because things like that right there. Well. Preemptive Mega Elixir, because why not? Okay, I'm gonna have Chrono use Confuse on the left bit again. I'm just gonna have Meryl wait. Although I attacked the, forward. Oh, there we go. As I said, probably attacked too soon, but I didn't. That should hopefully do some major damage. Yeah, that's the kind of damage we like to see right there. Oh, it's defense restored, but it's gonna go in a bit. Oh yeah. Meryl, you can bleed me. Oh, that did some major damage to her for some reason. Despite the fact that she had safe hell and prison dress. You know, that would definitely keep her from taking too much damage from any of those, just because she's, you know, 1/3 physical damage taken, 1/3 magical damage taken, and it's like, yeah. But I guess her natural defense stat is kind of low. So that would make sense. Actually, I should call Chrono. Well, he couldn't right now anyway, but, you know. Oh, okay, he attacked the right one anyway. Somehow. Boing, 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 boing. I love that attack so much. Keep it going, Chrono. Oh, yeah. Ah, there we go. Yeah! Time for an ending. Ooh, yeah. Got the hardest ending out of the way. My mic ain't muted, is it? Nope. I'm always worried about that. Okay, hi. Akiyoshi Masuda. Kokoba and I have been polishing up on our anti-stress massage techniques. Cool. Good job, you finished the hardest version of the game. This is the developer room for the Chrono Trigger game. Take a walk around and hear what the team has to say. Well, I hope everyone can say it was a learning experience. When you complete your rounds, come back to see me. Alright, cool, I will. Hiroki Chiba. So which is it? The Lakers or the Spurs? What? Okay. Taizo Mamo. How about those Dodgers? I don't know. You tell me. Koji Sugimoto. Bet you can't beat the score of 21-10 in the bike race. Ever since I started Hirokatsu Sasaki. Ever since I started growing out my hair, I've been getting a lot of attention from guys. Yikes. Tadahiro Usuda. Look closely and you'll appreciate the individuality of the monsters. Check out the shadow on this guy's sword. Indeed. Yukio Nakatani. Will you be my friend? Are you a girl? No. Yes. Kazumi Kobayashi. I've lost 22 pounds because of this game. You'd better be enjoying it. Oh, fun. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Tetsuya Nomura. Restart! Oh no! Just joking. I love that little joke. I didn't mean to do it again, though. Masanori Hoshino. Hey, they promised to name the game Hoshino Trigger! I'm sure they did. Mission complete. What's your name? Takayuki Otachi. Akanai Haruki. Feed me! They've kept me locked up for so long. By the way, Tetsuya Nomura. He's the guy that makes, that people keep blaming for how long it's taking Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out and the Final Fantasy VII Remake and stuff like that. Kaiichi Ebe. Wow, you just jetted through the game, huh? Let me throw you a kiss. Alright. Tetsuya Takahashi. If you thought this was tough, get a load of Final Fantasy IV. Hey. I mean, Final Fantasy IV is decently hard, yeah. Shh. I'm in the middle of something good here. Okay. I'm so tired now. I'm hungry. No, I can't decide. They've made me into a zombie working on this game. Katsuhisa Higuchi. Legendary programmer seeks that special someone. Waiting for those cards and letters. Oh, Lord. I'll shred ya! Bet you didn't expect to have to battle in this ending, huh? Bye-bye, Crawley. Yeah, I guess he was. Kenichi Nishi. Boy, it was a long haul. I've got my first gray hairs because of this game. Kaisuke Matsuhara. Thank you, thank you. No applause necessary, just send money. Another of my masterpieces will be available soon, so stay tuned. Hey, that's me, the merchant maker. Alright. Kin Narita. Love was in the air, but then the boat sank. Shun Moria. I've been working on this ROM for 24 hours. Someone save me, I'm getting sucked in. Haruyuki Nishida. Want to see a Chrono Trigger 2? Yeah, I do. That'd be nice, huh? No, I don't. That'd be nice, huh? Oh, so I guess it's nice one way or the other. Alright, cool. I'll take it. Oops, I went back into the same room, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Blech. Kato. Every night we'll have a day. Even forever has to come to an end, I think. Yeah. Ayla. Makoto Shimamoto. Can you do it? The 9999 damage point strike? Well, it's funny that you have Ayla, because she's the only one that can do it on her own. That's a pretty good costume you got on there, kid. Wait, it's really you, isn't it? Maybe. Yosuke Naora. Well, are we having fun yet? I don't know, you tell me. Bye. Ah, I didn't mean to go to the statue again. No. Ah, leave me alone. Shinshiro Okanewa. Gee, you know they really kept us locked up for a long time. My hair's this long as a result. Yeah, sure. Sure, I believe you. Kaname. Like, does this mean we're finally free to go home? Yoshinori Mitsuda. Well, it's my turn to go on a journey. Bye. Kaito Eto. It'll cost you 10 million G to fix a broken map. Kazuhiro Okawa. Congratulations, that wasn't that fun. Maybe. Out of my way. Don't look for me. Hiroko Yamamoto. Alright. Maybe I won't. Who cares? Yoshinori Ogura. Well, I'm glad they gave me a bit part in this game. Did you figure out the Poyozo dance attack? See you again next game. That's one of the triple techs, I believe. What a relief, it's over. Good job, guys. Isn't 32 megs great? The graphics became incredible. It was painful at times, but it sure was fun. Oops, did I forget to insert a few parts? I'm so sorry, it won't happen again. Someone kiss me! The Tyranno lair. Yep, it was my bright idea to put a switch in the mouth. Ha! Kiyoshi Yoshi. You finished the game already? What about all the work I put in? Whatever. Ieiji Nakamura. Congrats on finishing the game. Now get alive! Rude! Akihiko Matsui. Now, wasn't that special? See you next game? Or see you next time, new game. Hey out there in TV land, how we doing? It's me, Manaba Daishima. If you like this game, check out the other Squaresoft titles. Yeah, please do. Sorry, it's a bad makeup day for Takashi Tokita. Minar, boy, isn't this fun. Already went in there. Alright. Oh, hey. Yoshinori Kitase. Ooh, hey, Yoshinori Kitase. Did you get through all 12 different endings? It depends on where you challenge Lavos. Yeah, I know. Kezuka, better find the switch soon or it'll go up in flames. Okay, sure. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Yoshinori Kitase, isn't he the one that did the script for like Final Fantasies 8 and 12 or something like that? Or like 10? And 6 even, I think. I'm not sure. Well then, open the gates to the Dream Team. Alright. Well, I can already tell you that one's Nobuo Uematsu. No, that's Hironobu Sakaguchi. My bad. It's kind of hard to tell in sprite form, really, but I thought it was Nobuo. Either way. It used to be that it used to be that I'd get thinner after each game. Now I'm gaining weight instead. I must be getting old. I know one of these is Nobuo. I'm pretty sure anyway. Kazuhiko Aoki. Guess what? I hit the 100,000 yen jackpot. Cool. Yuji Ori. One of these things is not like the other. A stapler, Mothra, and the Olympics. So which one is it? I don't know. There he is! I have nothing better to do than reach this... Now run outside and play, boys and girls. Nice, Nobuo. Fucking hell. What's really funny is that's kind of a reference to the world is square from 6, I think. Either way, it's funny. Just read it backwards. Hey, Sasuke, Kika! Akira Toriyama. Pop's working on games like this. Hey, are you guys watching? Isn't this great? Cheers, you made it to one of the endings. You're now a member of the Dream Team. And since you blew through the game so fast, we have adjusted the credits to suit your style. Thank you. I didn't do that. The game did it. Not me. Wasn't me. Here we go. This is the other ending I was talking about. 1005 AD. The fall of the Kingdom of Guardian. This was just 5 years later, man. That's... And the disappearance of the legendary sword, the Masami. That kind of leads into Chrono Cross as well. Alright, so actually, the way that I'm going to handle this, by the way, is for you guys on the stream, you're going to see me go through everything. But for the YouTube version, I'm just going to cut to, you know, I'll be like, oh, okay, this is where I'm at in the story, and I'm going to fight Lavos now, you know. So I think the next ending we can get is, immediately after getting back from 600 AD, the first time. Chrono! How do we get home? Your Highness, Princess, we... Please call me Meryl. Well then, Meryl, observe. Whoa! Luca, you're amazing! Ain't it the truth? Oh, I am, enough to false modesty. You have a real gift. I would trade my royal ancestry for your genius in a heartbeat. Well, if you say so. Anyway, I call this thing a gate. It's kind of a portal that takes you to the same location in a different era. Gates are very unstable, so I use the principle behind my telepod device to create a gate key. Now we can use them as we please. Why did this gate suddenly appear? Either the telepod had something to do with it, or something else made it. This is getting pretty weird. Let's head back to our own time. Alright, coming, Chrono? Whee! Whew, we're back! Chrono, Luca, why don't you come home with me to the castle? I'll invite you over for dinner. Sorry for putting you through all that, Meryl. Are you joking? That's the most fun I've had in months, and I've got some new friends, too. Chrono, be a gentleman and take her home. I've got some work to do. Bye, Luca. I guess it's just Chrono and Meryl again. Alright, fine. We can do that. This is gonna be directly after getting home from the 680 the first time. So we're gonna fight Lavos again. So, I'll see you guys after I beat him. Oh, crap. Stop. Really? Fucking stop. That's the damn... That's the effect that it put on us. Stop. Ugh. You lucky asshole. Well, Chrono's dead. For sure. Meryl, I don't know about. She might survive. Nope. Game over. Because of that random stop. Wow. That was bad, bad luck. Bad freaking luck. But you know what? I'm gonna let this play out and keep it in the recording, because this is technically an ending too. God damn it. Sir, you must come with us. Pookie! I hope this kills this bit right there, because I should have used it on the left bit instead of the right. Yeah, there we go. Now, the next few times we have to fight him should be a lot easier. Those ones, in my opinion, are the hardest ones to do. Because you only have Chrono and Meryl. And then when you have a third party member, it's so much easier, because you got more tools and options. So now we should start picking up the pace. Whew. Huh. Why are we back here? I thought I got an ending. Princess, wearing our disguise again, are we? What? Hmm. That's odd. So you're not gonna make a froggy noise at me, Gato? Alright. Ha! My, Your Majesty, you look splendid. Princess, wearing our disguise again, are you? Something doesn't look right. Let's return to the castle. Father, what's wrong with the townspeople? Where have you been, Nadia? First, calm down. And why those clothes? Everybody keeps saying that. What do you mean? What are you babbling about? You needn't keep dressing that way. You're just in time. We found this 400-year-old wedding album in the treasury. What? Meryl, no, tell me you didn't. Aw. No, this can't be. Meryl's a half frog. Time for another ending. So this is after we just got to the end of time for the first time. And we just did the Specchio thing. So we're just done with that. So we're actually going to use this bucket back here. Rah! What? AD 1999 at 1:24. Data confirmed. This is... Lavos. We fight. There we go. New ending unlocked. Palios of mine. Not gonna lie, I don't properly understand the point of this ending. I don't necessarily get it. It is a silly ending, though. I stole the Z's. Okay, see, apparently there's a glitch in this game, at least the SNES and the PSX version, specifically the PSX version, where if I were to try to get the next ending now, I will get the ending, but the game will think I'm trying to save a different ending. So, we're going to press on a little bit in favor of avoiding that glitch, because all we have to do is find out who the hero is. In this case, we know it's Tada, but we have to figure that out as far as the game itself is concerned. So, but we don't want to get the medal from him yet. We just need to figure out who he is first. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and save here before I actually head back to the end of time to fight Lavos. And we have to do it before we actually get Frog back, too. Thank you. Alright, another ending time, baby. This time, it's after crossing the Zenin Bridge, the first time in 600 AD, but before getting the hero medal from Tata, but also after learning that Tata was the legendary hero, due to a glitch in the PSX version, where it'll try to say that I'm trying to save ending 5 instead of ending 6, or something like that. I don't know, I only just learned about that glitch recently, so I'm taking, you know, precautions. Alright, what ending? How is this ending gonna be? What gonna be like, huh? Just a credit roll. But I got Robo's music playing, so you know. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. Well, that's Lean Square in the future. Bing-ong, bing-ong, bing-ong. Oof! Hey, hey there, babe. Dun dun bum bum, dun dun bum 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 bum. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff we like to see up here. Doom, doom, doom. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-da. Bum, 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 ba-da. But I do love how there's still a rope bridge there. Just kind of showing that even in the future, man, there's still going to be places that are rustic and old. I didn't think of it that way, Star, but yeah. They actually did redo that scene with Robo and Atropus. Tetsuya Nomura. Oh yeah. No, come back, Robo's music. Come back, Robo's music sister. Yours. Poor Tata, he's gonna get his butt kicked. I mean, if he managed to make it all that way, well. Magus! Oh, hi! Chrono's laugh cycle is one of the most friggin' legendarily awesome in the game. He looks so evil, he's like, alright, you know. Anyway, new ending, I hope. This should be directly after getting the hero medal from Tada. Should be directly after getting the hero medal from Tada, but before Frog rejoins my party. So I haven't even gotten the Masamune repaired yet. Not sure if it's going to be a different ending or not. I mean, it should be. But I'm not sure. We'll see, though. We will see. Oh. Well, different music at least. Dun, 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 ba, 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 ba. It's the Wings of the Future. Or Wings of Time, something like that. It's the APOC theme regardless. I just can't remember if it's called Wings of Time or Wings of the Future. I can't remember. It's Wings something. Hey! It is a different ending. Down, down. Oh, alright, just gonna let this ending play. By the way, I would imagine some of these endings are possible to get without being on New Game Plus, if you just use the bucket to go fight Lavos. But the problem is, you would not be strong enough at that point of the game without cheating or overly grinding. I mean, could you imagine beating Lavos just then, the way that I did? And seeing all these characters for your first playthrough and wondering what the hell they are, like the dinosaurs and the cave woman and all that other stuff. Could you imagine if you managed to do that, like when you were a kid or your first time playing the game? You'd be so lost and so confused. But of course, you wouldn't think to do that either. At least, I don't think you would. Maybe you would have. Some masochistic people might have. Or sadistic? One or the other. Froggy boy. Ugh, pardon me. There's Hurrah again. Boro. The end. Skip a dat. Time to go beat Lavos again. Roar. Yeah, there we go. Alright. New ending! This one is just after getting the gate key back from Azala, the first time you visit 65 million BC. But before repairing the Masamune and getting Frog back. Alright. Pirotaka. Yay. This is probably one of the worst endings, if you ask me. Oh, my back. Yeah, like I said, this one's kind of boring. It's just a still frame of every character, essentially. Alphador, Janus, and Shala. Shala, hey Shala. Did you have to show me a sprite of the Notebook? Like, really? Do-do-do-boo-doo. Caca! One flew over the dactyl's nest. The pendant end. Alright. Haha! Okay, another ending. This one is immediately after Frog rejoins you after repairing the Masamune. So yeah, baby. Or the Masamune. Don't matter. After repairing Frog's sword, there you go. And getting Frog back. apologies, Luca. It's not your fault. We're the ones who created the weapons. Man, that fool sleeps a lot. We should make him help us. No! Let him sleep. He fought long and hard. Uh-huh. Alright. Where are you going? We just got cozy. Gotta take care of some business. Finally, we've got someone who wants to die young. Haha, this is hilarious! So you think you can take us on? Ah! Bum, 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 bum. Now the chosen time has come. Exchange this world for... So you've come. We wizards and humans have brought about our own ruin. Except for you and I. This world is populated by cretins. The one who wins this battle will rule the world. No, make that rule the future. So that's the story, but who cares? But there is some merit to fighting you. You have the Masamune. Let's see if you know how to use it. If you're prepared for the void. was a frog crit. Man, that really is ambiguous, isn't it? Hard to tell. It's probably frog, honestly. It looks like frog, yeah. Gotcha. Alright, another ending, guys. This one is immediately after beating Magus and waking up in 65 million BC. Who cares that the Northern Forest was on fire? We had to beat Lavos first. Let's see, I'm trying to think. There's another ending that we can get after we beat the Tyranno lair, and then there's the one. I'll look at him in just a second. I don't remember right offhand, right off. It's time to rise and shine. Dreams are for sleepers, son. Dear me, I'd forgotten how beautiful Lean's bell sounds. You were so excited about the Millennial Fair that you didn't sleep well, did you? I want you to behave yourself today. Yep. Now get out of bed. Yeah, Chrono tight. Yep, everyone is rep tight. What's really hilarious, though, is you'll see here in just a minute. I ate both my cats for that. All I can say is pay special attention to the green runner when it actually shows us the Millennial Fair. Yeah. At least Chrono picked a good color for his Reptite model. Like I said, did you see it? Do you see it? It's attentions to detail like that make me smile. you remember. Yep. Oink. Azala just got the ended. Hey, there we go. This team did a lot better than I thought. That was pretty quick, actually. Anyway. New ending, I hope. This is directly after we beat Tyranno Lair. Directly. Like, we didn't even go to the crater to go to 12,000 BC. This is literally after. We just hopped on the Dactyl and went to the Mystic Mountain and came here to fight Lavos. So it's immediately after finishing Tyranno Lair. So let's see if we get another ending, shall we? I think we are. Yep. Yeah, because this is Magus' theme playing right now. I think we only have like 2 more endings to get. I didn't expect it to take me this long to get the remaining endings. I really didn't. At least I don't technically have to do the Black Omen again. Because the last endings I need to get is Slideshow and Reunion. Slideshow is coming up soon. All we gotta do is see Shala, whatever, open the sealed gate, and immediately go fight Lavos then, before we power up Meryl's pendant. But then we need to actually get up to the Ocean Palace, do the Ocean Palace, lose to Lavos on purpose so that Chrono dies there. Because if you actually win that fight, you get the Dream Team ending again. Once Chrono is dead, that's when I need to go beat the game again. And then that'll be all the endings. So this will probably take another couple of hours, if that. Luca, why did you set my stove on fire? If history is to change, let it change. If the world is to be destroyed, so be it. If my fate is to be destroyed, I must simply laugh. I'm coming, Lavos. But Magus, Lavos is already dead. We killed him. Although I guess technically, since we killed him in 1999, and since Magus is still in 12,000 BC, Lavos would still be slumbering under the earth, which means Magus himself could then still go and try to fight Lavos. But, hey, I didn't write these things. Okay, so... that's the scene we needed to see. But you see, now that we've seen that, we can actually go back and beat Lavos now for a different ending. See, because you have to beat Lavos before you power up Meryl's pendant, but after watching Shala open that gate. And realistically, we can go right now, just 2 inches away from that area, and power up Meryl's bracelet like that. I've already explained this ending, so I don't have to, because I'm keeping that bit at the start in, where I was talking about the window, the timing window. Douche. 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 Oh. Yeah. The end! What? This is ending already? That's what the word usually means. Things were just starting to get interesting. Well, come on, folks. Let's do the ending thing. Roll the credits! But first, let's remember all the fun things we did. Okay, let the ultimate slideshow begin. First, let's see a close-up of Lean Square. There's the steel runner. Never understood why anyone would want to run for 3 hours at a stretch. Forget that. Can you imagine what the inside of that armor must smell like? What a lovely thought, Luca. Let's get on with the show, okay? Next, let's visit Guardia Castle, your home. Goodness, very nice scenery. But of course, my dear. I guess you never took a shot at him, right? Say, didn't he just wink at you? Relax, Meryl. Hey, it's Pierre. Wouldn't want anything to do with someone like him. Too shifty. He should be put on trial. Come on, Luca, live it up a little. Let your hair down. Get crazy. Yeah, thanks, princess. I'll take that under advisement. Hey, there's the seed. Hope it grows. There's Johnny, Mr. Speed himself. Someone ought to tell him to take a permanent pit stop. Take a look at that hair. Hey, check it out. He's really a tricycle. Pass him. Try again when you learn to ride. There's that stuffed shirt Cyrus. He is pretty handsome, though. But where does he buy his clothes? Hey, did you hear? He plucks his eyebrows. You've got to be joking, but he's still a hunk. Hi, Toma. Now he's definitely my type. Aw, he's just a flake. Probably has a dozen girlfriends. Actually, I see him more of an intellectual. What about him? That Kino guy? Total Neanderthal. Throw him a bone. But he's honest. That's kind of attractive. He walks like a duck. Well, he'll never hurt anyone. He's really very gentle, isn't he? Oh yeah, that is the secret of this ending. What are you two doing? I thought you said something about a nice little slideshow. Chrono! So we got a little carried away. Where do you want to go next? Someplace fun. How about into the now? Now, as in the present? Okay, back to the present. So I guess we don't need a gate key anymore, right? Hey, wait a sec! The end. Yeah, look how small of a window we had to get this. Like, this is, like, technically... Imagine I just went and saw Shala open that gate before going all the way back to fight Lavos. Just imagine that I just saw Shala do that, which I did. And now I don't have access to that ending anymore. That is an extremely short window. There we go. Ha-ha! New Game Plus, yeah. Magus, don't just leave without saying anything, you prick. Hey, let's go home now. Good luck, all. Fare thee well. Goodbye, everyone. You're all so heartless! It's a fate we can't escape. Someday we will pass away, Meryl. Hey there! Have they all left? I forgot to give them this. Oh well. There's actually a variation on this ending, actually, if you had the Chrono trigger before you ended the game, so I'm gonna actually get that one, too. Meow! 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 Yep. What's funny is the Chrono trigger is also used in Chrono Cross for something. I just can't remember what. Oh, I'm sure it's lemonade. Uh-huh. It's a real problem when the person in charge of the cat is gone. I saw you, Luca. Hey. What do you mean? I think a greater force wanted us to experience those events. How exhausting. We should dismantle the APOC. Its job is finished. Oh. Hello. I don't think he is. Like, a lot of people speculate that it's Guile, But the thing is, I don't think it is, because there's a lot of similarities between Magus and Guile, but I believe that they're confirmed to be two separate people. I could be wrong. I don't know. That time egg of his can bring him back. Bring who back? You mean Chrono? Let's catch up with them. Go after them at the gates. Luca, don't turn off your brain yet. I forgot! We have a time machine! Do 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 do. Oh yeah, it's hilarious, isn't it? Daddy, I hate to say this, but I can't sit around doing nothing. Hee hee hee. Pyong. Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of a weird name for in that game, but I mean, you can name him Chrono if you want. That's true. Like, the one from Dragon Quest VIII doesn't actually resemble Goku until he trances out. At least I think it was called trance. Tension! There it is. When he hits high tension. Kiyoshi Yoshi. What kind of a name is that? Oh. That's also true, yeah. Oof. Oh, nice. Shit. 7 hours, man. Why do I do this to myself? Oh, sorry, parrots. Huh. That's an interesting picture. Aren't they so cute together? The end. Well, there you go. I'm just gonna let the credits play, I guess, while I actually give my thoughts and opinions. Chrono Trigger, to me, is almost up there with Final Fantasy VI. In fact, when I would, like, if you would ask me what my favorite two RPGs on the SNES were, easily FF6 and Chrono Trigger, straight up. And do I think Chrono Trigger's story is the best? It's okay, but it's more lighthearted, fun, and silly than it is to be taken seriously. But it's fun. Chrono Trigger is just fun, and that's where it shines. Like, its story could be whatever, and it'd still be just as fun, but the fact that it involves time travel, even if it's silly, really appeals to me, at least. I definitely like, you know, time travel stuff. Yeah. Hey, but then again, you never know with her, man. She really does seem like the promiscuous type, doesn't she? Maybe she would, you know, just innocence or whatever. But yeah, like, so, like I said, when it comes to SNES RPGs, to me, there's none better than Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger. Breath of Fire 2, especially, comes really close, but those two, to me, are the pinnacle. Well, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past kinda counts, but I can't count it in the same vein as these RPGs, even though Legend of Zelda is, in and of itself, an action RPG. It's just not RPG at its core, so to speak. You get what I mean? But whatever, that's a really good one, too. But yeah. No, I think Chrono Trigger is a really good game. Some of the time travel-y stuff is a bit nonsensical, but some of it could actually be true. We don't actually know, considering time travel, as the game portrays it, or as we think of it, would be impossible. There is theoretical ways to travel forward in time via time dilation, but it's only a theory, because we don't have a vessel that could travel that fast to really test it, because you would have to be able to go roughly 99% the speed of light for time dilation to really grip hold and take effect. But even then, it's hard to say if that's truly what's happening. Essentially, what time dilation is like, if you're here on Earth and you have two people synchronized watches and they're perfectly synced, you send someone up in space and circle them around, like, at near light speed or whatever, you're going to bring them back to Earth and their watch is going to be behind yours or ahead of yours or whatever, because time's going to move slower for them. Or faster. Something like that. So, theoretically, we can travel through time, just not like this. So, it's really hard to say what is more accurate and what isn't between time travel. Like, hell, there's actually arguments for Bill and Ted's Excellent Journey being extremely accurate for what time travel may actually be like. You know, there's other theories out there that say, yeah, you can travel back in time, but if you change anything in the past, you're not changing anything in your past, you're just creating an alternate reality. So time travel in that case, you know, you can't do anything. You can't alter the future, you can't alter the past, you know, it's one of those things like that. And then there's things like Legacy of Kain, where you can change time, but instead of actually creating a alternate parallel universe or whatever, you're effectively killing that timeline and making it completely unrecoverable. You can't go back in time and change it, but that kind of goes into the whole thing of, like, the Flashpoint as well with the Flash. So there's, like I said, there's no real way of knowing what time travel would actually be like. You know, it could be like Back to the Future for all we know. It's really hard to say. You know? Like, I don't really know. But yeah, like, Breath of Fire 2 is really, really good. Okay. But yeah, that's it though, guys. Alright. Yeah, Earthbound's really good. I'll give you that. But now let's just make sure that we have all the endings and all the extras. We should. We absolutely should. Alright. Give me that sweet, sexy extras mode, baby. Now, there's all kinds of variations on those endings, but I'm not going to go into that in depth. There's no point in that. Okay, so yeah, we have all of the theater stuff. That's great. Music box, we should have all of those tracks. Yeah, looks like it. Monster data? Yep, everything. Endings? Bam! All of them. Alright. Art gallery. We can look at some of the art. If you really want it to, so that's pretty cool. That's a good shot, by the way. Wink, wink. Anyway. I'd say Ayla's pretty damn hot. Pretty damn hot indeed. So that's the art gallery. Boss data. Oh boy. Yakra Lavos Core. Alright. Never seen him use tragedy, actually. Yeah, I hate protective seal. I hate that shit. It's annoying. Inner Lavos. Jeez. Hear ye, hear ye. Mammoth Machine, Zeal, Lavos Spawn, Terra Mutant, Giga Mutant, Mega Mutant, Yakra 13, Rust Tyranno, Son of Sun, Mother Brain, Atropus XR, Great Ozzy, Ozzy, Super Slash, Flea Plus, Retinite, Lavos Spawn, Magus, Dalton Plus, Golem Boss, Lavos Strong. Steal a mermaid cap from them. Power Meal. Magic tab from both of those. Nothing from Lavos at all. Golem Boss, nothing. Dalton Plus, Power Meal. Magus, Mega Elixir, but yeah. Elixir. None. Oh, you can oh no, you can just get elixirs from the... Okay. Blackmail. I got the red mail from him. Ew. Elixir, Vigil Hat. Oh. Yeah, honestly, I think the Giga Mutant was probably the hardest one. Yeah, there you go. That's everything. So with that being said, though, guys, I'm going to be stopping here for now. That's it for Chrono Trigger. Unless I decide to do level 99 to fight the red new Specchio and show off that glitch, I don't know. But for now, at least that's the end of the endings. So that's it for now. Until then, everyone, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Take care, everyone.